All right, Tom.
Good afternoon, everybody. It won't be long now until the umpires will holler play ball. And the sixth game of the World Series will be underway. An all-important game, not only the Giants, but also for the New York Yankees. If the Yankees win this afternoon, they'll be crowned the World Champions of 1936. It's a dark, dreary day here at the Polo Grounds, and perhaps before the game gets very far along, we may have a bit of rain. At the moment, there is no rain, but it is very, very dark. The last-minute lineup, here it is. The team taking the field is the Giants. Moore, left field. Bartell, short. Terry, first. Lieber will replace Ripple in center field and will bat fourth. Right field. Mancuso, catch. Whitehead, second. Jackson, third. Fitzsimmons. That Freddie Fitzsimmons, right-hander, is in the box. For the Yankees, Crosetti, short. Rolfe, third base. DiMaggio, center field. Gehrig, first. Dickey, catch. Selkirk, right. Powell, left. Lazzeri, second. And Lefty Gomez will pitch. The umpires, Harry Geisel of the American League behind the bat. George Majorkirk of the National League at first. Bill Summers of the American at second. And Cy Fairman, who umpired behind the plate yesterday, will be at third base. They're adjusting their paraphernalia, the umpire and the catcher. The roar goes up and the ball game is about to start. Frank Crosetti, Yankee shortstop, right-hand batter, will be first up. Bleak despair changed overnight to desperate hope. The Giants today take command of this World Series. We've moved across overnight from the Bronx, over across the Harlem River, and the ball game is on the Polo Grounds. Strike. Right down the old alley, and a great roar goes up from approximately 35,000 people. That's an approximate guess. There are a lot of vacant seats here at the Polo Grounds this afternoon, but the fans are coming in rapidly. The count is strike one, and here it is. Ball is a fast ball over the plate, but too high. And the count is ball one and strike one. Frank Crosetti. It's very dark here at the Polo Grounds at the moment. Very dark indeed. Ball one and strike one. Here it is. It's a infield fly. Back in second. Whitehead has it. That ball was only about 30 or 40 feet off the ground. Hit way up on the handle of the bat. And the first man up in the first inning, Frank Crosetti, pops out to second baseman Whitehead. Red Rolfe coming up. Rolfe has 17 hits. And 7 hits out of 19 trips to the plate. Batting .368. He hits the first ball pitch. Terry has it. The races on to the bag. Terry steps on the bag and he's out. In the Yankee half of the first inning, 2 men have been retired. Nobody on. And Joe DiMaggio coming up. Joe has 6 hits out of 20 times at bat for an even 300. DiMaggio playing center field for the Yankees and a right-hand batter. That Freddie Fitzsimmons is in the box and Gus Mancuso behind the bat. That ball is outside. DiMaggio takes it. Here it is. It's a high fly ball to short right center field. Lieber going over. Catches up with it. He has it. On the dead run. Hank Lieber came in fast, grabbed that ball on the dead run, got shoulder high, and then crossed it into the pitcher's box. He's getting a nice ovation as he comes from his position into the Giant dugout. The Giants will occupy the dugout along first base, and the Yankees along third. At the moment, Captain Jackson, Captain Gehrig are standing there talking with umpire Geisel of the American League. Perhaps a last-minute change in some of the ground rules. Here at the Polo Grounds, it is 294 feet to the barrier in the right field corner. That barrier is about 20 feet high. Over in left field, it's 315 feet. The barrier over there is about 25 feet high. Then the wall sort of slants out until in direct left field, it is 449 feet. Right through the box out into center field, it is 483 feet. In direct right field, down the bullpen, where the extra Giant pitchers will warm up, it is exactly 455 feet. And I believe that there is more space around home plate first baseman, third baseman, or catcher can chase top balls than any other diamond in either Major League Park. Lefty Gomez will be in the box, a left-hander for the Yankees. Joe Moore, who practically won that game off by himself yesterday. It was he who doubled in that 10th inning and finally scored the winning run. He hit the first ball pitch yesterday for 2 bases and also scored. They're ready to go. Gomez winding up the pitch. It's a foul up and back. The ball hits the screen and back of home plate. Strike one. A very enthusiastic crowd here in the Polo Grounds this afternoon for this 6th game. You know, if the American League Yankees win, the series will be all over. But if they don't, well, that's something else. The windup. Oh, almost a wild pitch, and a great roar goes up from the crowd. Lefty Gomez is rubbing his pitching hand up and down on the knee of his trouser. That ball perhaps was just a little slippery or something, and the count is ball 1 and strike 1. Joe Moore, left fielder of the Giants, left-hand batter is first up. Joe has 4 hits out of 23 trips to the plate in this World Series. The windup, ball 1, strike 1. This is smashed out into left field. Looks like a base hit maybe, but it is. It's a base hit. Powell takes the ball on the first bound. Listen to that roar. Did you get that with the count? Ball 1 and strike 1. Joe Moore, left-hand batter, left fielder of the Giants. Poked the ball just inside the left field foul line. Jake Powell was playing pretty well over in left field, could not catch up with it, and it's a base knock. Bartell at bat. Ball 1, a curveball, low inside. He took almost a half swing. Gehrig is running into the umpire, and he's arguing rather vehemently, as it were. Well, he didn't like that at all. Finally, Harry Guys was pointed to first base, meaning, well, just sort of scram, you know. Anyway, it's ball 1. Lefty Gomez in the box. It was Lefty Gomez who pitched that grand game the other day, defeating the Giants. Here we go. It's a foul back. Ball 1 and strike 1. Lefty Gomez has that glove off, rubbing the ball up. It is still very dark, but I notice over the top of the grandstand that the heavy black clouds are parting just a little bit, and maybe we'll be able to continue. Ball 1, strike 1. Ball 2. That was a fastball that Lefty tried to shoot over the outside corner. It missed, and the count is ball 2 and strike 1. No score as yet. Last half of the first inning. Nobody out. Moore on first, the result of a single. Strike, he swings hard and misses. Ball 2 and strike 2. I believe that we're having more enthusiasm here from this, perhaps the smallest crowd so far in the series than we have had any other particular day. They're all pepped up here at the Polo Grounds. The wind will be a bit of benefit to the left field hitters. The count is 2 and 2. The pitch. It's too high. Ball 3. 3 and 2 on the hitter, Dick Bartell. Little shortstop of the Giants is a right-hand batter. 3 and 2, nobody out. Moore on first. Ball 4, he walked. That puts Moore on second base. Bartell on first. I'll let you in on the inside play there. Bill Dickey with the count 3 and 2 on Bartell, in spite of the fact that nobody had been retired. The signal was for Moore to start with the pitcher's arm, which he did. He was off with Lefty Gomez motion and was on his way to second base. Memphis managing Bill Dickey. Left-hand batter is up. It was Bill who hit that long fly that sent the winning run across yesterday. He lays down the front of going foul. It is. It's foul. Strike 1. Third baseman Rolfe, having no chance of a play at second and third, permitted that ball to roll out of fair territory, and just as it passed the line, he grabbed it with his bare hand. At the moment, Lou Gehrig, Tony Lazzeri, and Red Rolfe have walked into the pitching rubber. Lou Gehrig has walked over to Rolfe now, perhaps telling him how this play should be unraveled, if it's a bunt, down first, down third, or at the pitcher, or what have you. Here's the picture again. Moore is on second base. Dick Bartell is on first. Carry up. Strike 1. There's a bunt, and it's good down third. Rolfe has it. The throw to Gehrig. He's out. A sacrifice hit for Bill Perry. That puts runners on second and third. One man out, and Hank Lieber, right-hand batter, is up. Lieber is playing out in center field in place of Jimmy Ripple. Jimmy Ripple, who turned in perhaps the greatest fielding play of the series in that great catch in the first inning yesterday afternoon. What a catch that was. Gomez is on the rubber. The Yankee infield is playing in close, hoping to prevent a run from scoring. It's Moore on third, Bartell on second, Lieber up, and here's the pitch. Ball one. Breaking curveball, and a great roar goes up from the crowd. Lieber had to pull away from the plate. Bill Dickey has walked out now to the pitcher's rubber. Walks all the way out. Tosses the ball to Lefty Gomez. Lou Gehrig has walked over and is shaking his head and uttering words of encouragement to Gomez, the pitcher. Lieber has asked Geisel for an inspection of the ball. Harry takes off his chest protector and his mask, examines the ball. There is something wrong with it. He tosses it out of the game, and now we have a new ball. The pitcher again. Moore is on third. Bartell is on second. Lieber the batter. One man out. And the count is ball one. Gomez winds up. Here it is. Ball is high outside, and the count is 2-0. You'll notice perhaps that a goodly number of this crowd of the Polo Grounds are sending up a roar. They are for the Giants, apparently, at least at this moment. The windup. Here it is. Ball three. A fastball. A burning fastball was too high, and the count is 3-0. Lieber, big, heavy-set right-hand batter, is up there with the Yankee infield playing in on the edge of the grass. The count is 3-0. Watch this one. Anything can happen. Ball four. Lieber walks. Lefty Gomez did not intentionally pass Lieber, I do not believe, in spite of the fact that he walked on four straight. But he was trying to keep that ball over the corners for Lieber, a long-distance hitter. Mel Ott, who usually bats in the cleanup position, has been dropped to fifth position this afternoon against the southpaw slants of Lefty Gomez, permitting Lieber, a right-hand batter, to bat in the cleanup spot. There's your picture. Moore on third, Bartell on second, Lieber on first, and Mel Ott, a left-hand batter, is up. Here's the windup. The pitch. It's a foul up and back. Mel Ott was swinging for distance on that first pitch. When that hickory met the leather that time, it appeared as though Mel Ott had both his feet off the ground. Yes, sir, he was really swinging from way back. Continuously, we hear that roar seeping through the microphone. It's enthusiasm. Strike one, Gomez winding up. It's a ball. Fast-breaking hook ball missed the outside corner for Mel Ott, little left-hand batter. It was ball one and strike one. Ott has 5 hits out of 19 trips to the plate in the series. 1-1, the pitch. It's a bounding ball. It's a hit. A base rock into right field. Here comes Moore. Bartell is rounding third. He's coming in. Lieber has rounded second, going to third. Mel Ott is going to second. It's a two-base hit. Listen to that roar of the crowd. Up to the plate for you now. Mel Ott at bat. He smacked a double just out of Gehrig's reach into the right field corner. Moore scored. Bartell scored. Lieber raced to third. Mel Ott went to second and gets a two-base hit. The score, if you please, the Giants of the National League 2. Yankees, nothing. And Gus Mancuso, the catcher of the Giants, coming up. Will they pass him or will they not? Gus has 5 hits out of 16 times at bat. Gomez winding up the pitch. It's a strike. A slower curveball than we've seen this afternoon over the heart of the plate for a called strike on Mancuso. 1-0. Lieber on third. Ott on second. 1 out. The windup. It's a high foul. Rolfe is going over after it. I believe he can catch it. He does. Rolfe runs over in front of the barrier and back of third base and catches that foul off the bat of Mancuso. 2 out. Runners on second and third. Burgess Whitehead coming up. Whitehead has 1 hit out of 18 times up. But what a base hit it was. It came in that first inning yesterday during that 3-run rally. 2 outs, you know. We have Lieber on third, Ott on second, and Gomez winds up coming. He backs the ground ball. Lazzeri has it. The throw to Gehrig. And Whitehead is out at first. In the Yankee half of the first inning, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 bases on balls, and no errors. 4 first-up singles. Bartell walked. Terry laid down a sacrifice. Lieber walked, filling the bases. Mel Ott then banged a double just inside the first base cushion out to the right field corner, sending Moore and Bartell across the plate. Mancuso fouled out. Whitehead grounded out. Lazzeri to Gehrig. So at the end of the first inning, the New York Giants 2, New York Yankees nothing.
And here's a special announcement. The new Lincoln Zephyr for 1937 will be put on display next Saturday, October 10th, at new low prices, setting a new standard of values in medium-priced fields. Call on your Lincoln Zephyr dealers Saturday for full particulars about this V-type 12-cylinder car. All right, Tom, get back in the ball game.
Right back in that ball game, and what a ball game it's starting out to be. The Giants, with their backs to the wall, they came here today, a new ball club after winning that great 10-inning game over in Yankee Stadium across the Harlem yesterday. They're back in their own bailiwick this afternoon and fighting Freddie. Freddie Fitzsimmons, who pitched that grand game and lost the other day, is in there for the Giants. Gehrig up the pitch, hits a ball. That was a curveball high on the outside to Lou Gehrig, a left-hand batter. Gehrig has 6 hits out of 19 trips to the plate. First half of the second inning. Old Iron Horse. Columbia, Lou Gehrig is up there. Freddie Fitzsimmons taking a bit of time, starting his windup, coming. Here it is. There's a long smash to the deep right center field. Lieber going back. Under it, he has it. Lou Gehrig. Slide very deep to Hank Lieber in right center field. Lieber was playing well back. That ball was hit approximately 390 to 400 feet from home plate. Bill Dickey is up. Bill has 3 hits out of 20 trips to the plate. Here it is. It's a ball. Curveball broke away from the plate to Bill Dickey, a left-hand batter. That's sure it's a ball game. Here's the windup. Fitzsimmons pitching. There's a smash out in the left center field. Everybody after it. Moore running. Moore makes the catch to the roar of the crowd. Joe Moore, giant left fielder, was off with a crack of the bat as Bill Dickey, a left-hand batter, who scooped a long fly ball into left center field. He caught up with it on the dead run and made the catch. 2 outs, nobody on. George Selkirk, who has 6 hits out of 19 trips to the plate, is up. A foul back, strike 1. Selkirk isn't fooling in this series, taking a healthy cut at every ball possible. The strong points for the Giants. Bat Freddie Fitzsimmons is in the box. Gus Mancuso on the receiving end. Yankees batting in the second inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Strike 1. Ball 1. It's outside, and the count is evened up. Ball 1 and strike 1. Georgie Selkirk, right fielder, a left-hand batter of the Yankees, is up. Here's the windup. There's a long smash. Deep going deep in the right center field. I believe it's a hit. It is high over the head of Lieber. Out into the bullpen. Selkirk is round at second. Here's the throw. Selkirk is going to third. Artie Fletcher holds him up at third as the ball is retrieved by Lieber. It is relayed to Bartell. Bartell to Terry in the box. Boy, what a smash that was. That ball landed exactly 440 or 45 feet from home plate. That, to remember, is in deep right center field. That is the bullpen of the Giants. In order to hit the wall out there, you must smack the ball 455 feet. In order to get it among the spectators, you must lift it over a 20-foot barrier. So that ball traveled about 445 feet from home plate. One of the hardest hit balls of the series. If Selkirk could have pulled that ball around, it would have been high up in the stands. But as it is, it's a triple. Jakey Powell, left fielder, is up. Jake has 7 hits out of 17 trips to the plate. Incidentally, Ty, looking over the statistics, we discover that is the first 3-base hit of the series. The first 3-base hit made by Georgie Selkirk. Here we go. Powell up, right-hand batter. Ball one, a sharp breaking curve. Misses the outside corner of the plate.
This baby Selkirk really stepped into that fast one. He wasn't kidding, as I told you on his first swing. Here's the windup. Ball one. Ball two. Another fast-breaking curveball. It's Buddy outside. Gus Mancuso lunges for the ball, preventing a wild pitch. The Yankee half of the second inning. 2 out. Selkirk is on third. Fitzsimmons again winds up. Here it is. It's a long drive. Going. It's a home run. In the upper deck, way up in the balcony. With that count, ball 3 and strike 1. He got a hold of it, and it's a home run, and the score is tied. That they release here on the Polo Grounds when the Giants and the Yankees get together. This is really the first chance they have had for a 50-50 outburst of applause with 2 outs. Little Jakey Powell, who has been an outstanding star in the series, has that count of 3-1 and a home run on the upper balcony, and it's all tied up. 2 for the Giants, 2 for the Yankees, and let's start all over again. 2 outs, nobody on, and push him up. Tony Lazzeri, a right-hand batter, is in there, just punching away. There's a bounding ball out into left field between Jackson and Bartell. It is retrieved by Moore, and Lazzeri stops at first, a base hit. Yes, sir, we're in a ball game this afternoon, and what a ball game we're having. A triple and a home run. That's usually good for 2 runs. Now Lazzeri has banged out a single, and Lefty Gomez, that colorful southpaw of the New York Yankees, taking a little bit of time before coming up there. It's a little cool here at the Polo Grounds, and he took a few seconds in getting off his sweater. He's walked up to the plate now very slowly, nonchalantly, left-hand hitter. We're ready to go. Freddie Fitzsimmons takes the stretch, looks over at first, and here's the pitch. He swings and misses. Strike 1. Lefty Gomez coming up with 2 men out. Lazzeri on first, and the score tied at 2-all. He had 1 hit the other day, 1 out of 5, and 672 newspaper men fell off their bench. He swung hard, popped the ball. Fitzsimmons takes it, tosses to Terry, and that is all for the Yankees in the first half of the second inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Lou Gehrig first up, fly to center field. Bill Dickey fly to Moore in left center. 2 outs, nobody on. Georgie Selkirk then stepped in to a fastball tossed up there by Fitz and banged it 445 to 50 feet away from home plate for a triple, the first in the series. Then Jakey Powell banged that long home run. The sign down below that says 360 feet. He hit that ball in what they call the upper deck, the balcony. And of course, Selkirk scored ahead of Mr. Powell, and it was all tied at 2-all. Tony Lazzeri then pushed a single between Jackson and Bartell into left field. And Gomez coming up with 2 outs, bounded out Fitzsimmons to Terry. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. They were having a bit of a conference last night over press headquarters. Some of the great baseball minds said that 2-base error of Ott yesterday won the game for the Giants. I'll tell you about it in a moment. Jackson takes the first one, it's outside. Said they allowed Gehrig to get to third. He attempted to score and was knocked off in that double play. That's something to think about anyway. Tony Jackson leading off. There's a bounding ball through the box. It's a base hit. A single through the box. Lefty Gomez tried to grab that one, but could not get down fast enough. The ball sailed through the box, out over the second base bag, into center field, where it was retrieved by Joe DiMaggio. A base hit for Tony Jackson, giving him his 4th hit of the series. 4 hits and 19 times at bat. And the Giant pitcher, Freddie Fitzsimmons, coming up. The sun now is peering through the clouds a little. There's the stretch and the pitch. It's a strike call. Umpire Harry Geisel. Harry has received a lot of fine compliments here in the Eastern papers for the fine officiating that he has produced in this series. He, as well as Summers, Spearman, and Major Kirk. There's a high fly ball to right field. Selkirk is coming in under it. He has it. One away. Freddie Fitzsimmons hit a fly ball to medium right field, where it was taken by George Selkirk for the first out. The top of the batting order coming up, Joe Moore. It was Joe, who singled his first time up and eventually scored. There's a high fly ball into left field. Powell waiting for it. Jakey Powell takes it. 2 out. Jackson ambles 3/4 of the way down to second base. Now he has returned to first. 2 out. Dick Bartell coming up. Dick, I believe, had the toughest break in this series. He came up the other day with the bags loaded. He hit that ball on the upper deck. Looked like a home run. Foul only by inches. Here's the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. That was that dipping curveball of Lefty Gomez. It failed to catch the outside corner, and the count on Dick Bartell, 1-0. 2 out. Jackson is on first. It is Powell back. Ball 1, strike 1. Last time up, Dick Bartell walked. Dick had 6 hits out of 18 trips to the plate. Gomez taking a little bit extra time before delivering this next pitch. There's the stretch. Jackson on first, 2 out. Inside. Ball 2 and strike 1. Dick Bartell has stepped out of the batter's box for a moment. Now back in there, look down toward first base, then over to the dugout, looking for that signal from manager Bill Dickey. Ball 2 and strike 1 coming. Outside, ball 3. Memphis Bill Dickey will be the next batter, if there is one. Last half of the second inning, the score is tied at 2-all. 2 out. And Jackson is on first. Here it is. There he goes. Ball 4. Bartell walked. That is the second time that Bartell has walked in this game. Bill Dickey coming up. Bill is quite a hitter, He's always been able to compile a great batting average throughout the season's play. So far in this series, he just hasn't been able to get a hold of one. Bartell on first, Jackson on second, 2 out. Bill Dickey, left-hander, is up. Here it is. High fly ball into center field. DiMaggio going back about 10 yards, waiting for it. He has it. That is all for the Giants in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 base on balls, and no errors. Jackson first up, led off with a single. Fitzsimmons flied to right, Moore flied to left, Bartell walked, and Bill Dickey flied to DiMaggio. I started to tell you about that bit of inside baseball that they had yesterday when Mel Ott made that error on Gehrig. The ball was scored as a single, and Gehrig went all the way to third base. The boys last night figured that out, and if Mel Ott would have just fumbled that ball or held it to a single, Gehrig would have been on the bags, and Selkirk rammed that long home run. They had quite a discussion about it. I believe it came out of the cagey old head of Roger Beckenthal of World Series fame of other years. A lot of little outside or inside bits of baseball that are very interesting, particularly in an important World Series.
ready to go again. It's a new ball game. The score, the Giants 2, the Yankees 2. First half of the third inning. And again, the top of the Yanks batting order coming up. Frank Crosetti. Last time up, Frank popped out. First pitch, ball one, a curve ball. Barely misses the outside corner. And the count on Crosetti, 1-0. First man up in the third inning. Ball two. Another hook ball inside. Crosetti steps away from it. And the count, ball two. Pitch has the signal to wind up. Here we go. Strike ball. That was a burning fastball. Right down the old alley. And the count, ball two and strike one.
Crosetti bats him right-handed. Ball two, strike one. The windup. It is. Foul, strike two. Crosetti swung hard at that one and missed it. The count is evened up. Ball two and strike two. Umpire Harry Geisel walked out and retrieved that ball. It rolled about 15 feet down towards third base. Ball two and strike two. Everybody in position again. Pitch winds up. The delivery. Strike three. Strike three. Took a healthy cut at that. Like he almost backed himself out, as it were. Being a right-hand hitter, he fell clear across home plate and trying to park that one over in Yankee Stadium. Here from the Polo Grounds in our lofty perch, we can look out through center field and see Yankee Stadium from here. One man out in the third inning. Rolfe is up. The wind-up. The pitch. Ball one. A sweeping curveball. Sort of a change of pace awfully. High inside, and the count on Rolfe, 1-0. Rolfe grounded out the last time up. Jackson to Terry. There's a base knock, a line drive to the left field. The ball is retrieved by Joe Moore. He returns it to Dick Bartell at second base. Rolfe stopping at first. That's the fourth Yankee hit of the afternoon. Joe DiMaggio coming up. Joe failed to get a base knock on his first trip to the plate. Right-hand batter. Foul. Up and back, up on the screen. Mancuso lifted off his mask, but was unable to make the catch. And the count is strike one. Joe DiMaggio, the stretch. There he goes, here it is. Hits a base hit into left field. The ball is retrieved by Moore. The play is at third base. The throw is cut off by Bartell. DiMaggio stops at first. Rolfe safe at third. With that count 3-2, DiMaggio banged a scorching line drive into left field. The ball was retrieved out there by Moore. The throw was to third base. It was cut off by Bartell to prevent DiMaggio from going down to second. We have DiMaggio on first, Rolfe on third, and larruping Lou Gehrig coming up. That was the seventh hit of the World Series for Joe DiMaggio. And Castleman has started to warm up out in the Giants bullpen at his way out in deep right center field. Everybody in position, ready to go. One out, runners on first and third. Gehrig up. Ball one. A curveball, low inside. Gehrig pulls away from the plate. Here's the stretch. Runners on first and third. There's a long slant to the right field. Ott backing up. Ott takes it at the line drive. No chance of getting Rolfe. The throw is to second base. Rolfe scores after the catch, and it is Yankees 3, Giants 2. Lou Gehrig got a hold of that ball and drove it approximately 350 feet, about 350 from home plate. Low line drive. Mel Ott playing very deep. Ran over about 10 or 15 yards, made the catch for the second out. But Rolfe scored easily after the catch was made. Bill Dickey is up. Fitzsimmons takes a stretch. Here it is. The high fly ball into left center field. Moore coming over. Lieber going over. Moore set under it. Has it. That is all for the Yankees in the third inning. 1
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. Crosetti first up, failed to get on, and Rolfe singled. DiMaggio single, putting Rolfe on third. Gehrig hit a low line drive, very deep into right field. It was taken by Mel Ott, and Rolfe crossed the plate after the catch. Dickey failed to get on, and in the Yankee half of the third, 1 run on 2 hits. We're going into the last half of the third inning of this ball game. This is the 6th game of the series. I think a point of interest to the fans is this. They have about 50 pigeons here at the Polo Grounds, trained pigeons. We see them flying out of the press box and across the Polo Grounds every so often. Just as soon as something happens, they have a little package tied around them, and I presume they fly it to the various newspaper offices. We're going into the Giant half of the third inning. The Giants in their white uniforms trimmed in light blue. They are the home club this afternoon at the Polo Grounds. The Yankees having been the home club during the past 3 days. So the Giants are batting in the last half of the third. Their backs really against the wall. The score being 3-2 against them. Lieber will lead off. Ready to go. Last half of the third inning. Lieber is up, right-hand batter. Gomez winding up. The high foul back. Dickey coming back fast. He has it. You perhaps can hear that ball boom into Dickey's big catching mitt. Lieber fouled out to catcher Dickey. Mel Ott, little right fielder of the Giants, the boy who was discovered by the late John J. McGraw at the tender age of 17. He came into the National League and has since been a great star. One of the league's leading home run hitters. 1 out, nobody on. There's a smash back to Gomez. He deflects the ball to Crosetti. The throw is close. He's out. That was a honey of a play by Frankie Crosetti. Mel Ott, left-hand batter, hit a hot smash back at the box. Lefty Gomez deflected the ball about 15 feet in the air. Crosetti was off with a crack of the bat, took the ball in front of the second base bag, whipped it over to Gehrig. It was plenty close, but just in time for the out.
That, of course, is an assist for Gomez, an assist for Crosetti. Each of the players get an assist on that kind of a play. Frank Uso up. Last time up, he fouled out. There's a bounding ball down third, a big hopper. Rolfe fumbles the ball. Crosetti tries to pick it up, but he also fumbles it. I am sure that will be an error for third baseman Rolfe. We'll check it for you in just a moment. Here it comes. It's an error. An error for third baseman Rolfe. Rolfe took that one just a little bit too sure. He set himself for that peg. It was a high bounder right at the peak of his cap. And it dribbled out of his hands onto the ground. Crosetti, ever alert, tried to pick it up, but fumbled it, and Rolfe gets the error. Foul ball. Whitehead is up. Gomez takes a stretch. Here it is. The high fly ball going out toward right field. Everybody after it. It's close to the barrier. Selkirk runs over the line and makes a beautiful running catch for the third out. Whitehead fouled out to George Selkirk. Gehrig ran out there. So did Lazzeri, thinking for a moment that ball might land against the barrier. They were all set to retrieve it quickly if it did. In the Giant half of the third inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 error. So at the end of 3 innings, the score, the Yankees of the American League 3 and the Giants of the National League 2. The Giants scored 2 runs in the first inning. The Yanks came back and tied it up on that mighty home run by Jakey Powell in the upper balcony in left field. It was then 2-2. The Yanks forward to the front of the third, and at the end of 3 innings, they lead by the score of 3-2. Fitzsimmons still in the box for the Giants, and Gomez for the Yankees. Your announcer has been Tom Manning. It's been a pleasure to broadcast the first 3 innings for you. Now I turn the microphone over to Red Barber of WLW in Cincinnati. Good luck, Red.
Thanks a great deal, Tom. Fitzsimmons is busily throwing down to Mark Koenig. Gus Mancuso taking a little time back in the dugout to put on his catching paraphernalia. The first batter up for the Yankees as we open the fourth inning with the Yankees ahead 3-2 will be George Selkirk, coming up for a second trip this afternoon. George hit the first home run in the series in the opening game, and here in the second inning on his one trip up today off Fitzsimmons, he hit the first and so far the only triple in the series. Left-hand hitter. Fitzsimmons right-handed spins, delivers, low outside for ball one. The outfield on Selkirk is back in respect to his prowess with that stick, plenty deep, and pulls sharply around toward right field. The infield is also a step around toward first. Fitzsimmons leans down off the hill, takes the sign from Mancuso, guts thing down this Krause. Selkirk, left-hand hitter, takes outside again for ball two. 2-0. Freddie dugges the ball around in his glove. Selkirk waiting, standing a little bit deep back behind the plate. Takes a full swing with that bat, doesn't choke it. In other words, he cowtails it. The pitch, taken right in there, the fat one for call strike one. Fitzsimmons came right down with it. 2-1. Freddie working a little bit deliberately. Things are quiet now for the moment. Short windup, spin, pitch. It swung on. It's a drive out toward right center field. Lieber's coming in fast, straight in, and waiting, and has it. Selkirk is out. Flying out to center field to Hank Lieber. The batter now is Jake Powell, whose home run in the second inning followed Selkirk's triple and tied up the ball game. After which, the Yankees forced ahead with a tally in the third. Powell, a right-hand hitter, is the shining offensive star so far of the series. He has a total of 8 hits. Puts the bat slightly. Stands right off from the plate. Fitzsimmons spins, delivers. Powell takes it. Ball strike one, hitting the inside corner just above the knees. One that broke down in there. The outfield is pulled toward left on Powell. He pulls the man Howard, witness that homer. The pitch, it's right at the batter's head, and he ducks it. Ball one. Joe Moore's back just about as deep as he can, and straight away left. Hank Lieber shaded over toward left center. Fitzsimmons comes down with it outside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thereupon, a conference by the giant battery. Mancuso walking halfway out to the mound. Fitzsimmons coming down to meet him. These two veterans put their heads together. Fitzsimmons, this afternoon, is making his comeback after but 2 days of rest. Remember, he's 34. That may have something to do with his effectiveness, while Gomez is working on a full 3-day rest assignment. The pitch is a curve, grounded down to deep third. It's through. Bartell stops it short, but cannot throw to first. It's a hit. An infield single by Powell. He hit that toward the hole between third and short. Jackson cut in for it, couldn't get it. Bartell cutting back to deep shortstop, managed to stop it, preventing the ball from going slowly out into left field, but could make no throw to first. And it's a single for Powell, giving him 2 for 2 this afternoon. A total of 9 hits in the series, more than any other batter. 1 out, Powell on first, Lazzeri is the hitter. That's right-handed, and Crouch chokes that stick. Takes call strike one, just under the waist on the inside of Faston. Fitzsimmons has given up 6 hits this afternoon and 3 in the third inning. That's 2 more than he gave up on his start the whole ball game. The pitch, it's a knuckle outside, all 1. It's pretty hard to tell when Fitzsimmons is using that knuckleball. He uses it a lot, and his knuckleball dips and breaks down and outside, but he fakes with it a great deal. And one advantage of that spin of his, which he pivots on his hips, turning all the way back to second, is that he hides the ball before delivery. Pitch is outside, Mancuso throws to first, but Powell comes back in ahead of the toss. Now Terry returns out to the mound. 2 balls, 1 strike. Push him up, Tony. Outfield a little toward right. Lazzeri hits a left to right field. The delivery was a curve, fouled into the stands behind first base. The hit and run was on. Powell breaking second base. Lazzeri went for an outside curve and fouled it behind first. Out of harm's way. The count's leveled off, 2-2. Mancuso takes the new ball, rubbing it briskly as he goes out to the mound, walks within a couple of feet of pitcher's box. Now he comes coming all the way back. Our guys are waiting, standing like a statue. Now Mancuso, back behind the plate, gets down into his crouch. Geyser leans over the giant catcher's shoulders to eye this pitch closely. It's 2-2. It's quite a struggle. 3-2 is the score, favor the Yankees. Fitzsimmons delivers. It's a curve, grounded down to third. Jackson cannot get it. It's through and out into left field for a hit. Powell holds at second base on the single. Joe Moore's throw in comes to third and is cut off by Bartell. That was hit between Jackson and Bartell. A single by Lazzeri, which pushes Powell down to second base. That's 2 for 2. Both singles in the left by Lazzeri this afternoon, giving him now a total of 4 hits in the series. Now that is the 7th hit off Fitzsimmons this afternoon in 3 1/3 innings. And that occasions a round-table confab in the heart of the Giants' inner defense. Manager Bill Dickey come over from first base. Whitehead has come in from second. Captain Jackson come over from third. Now Bartell's out there. Fitzsimmons stands on the mound. He and Bartell exchange a final word. Richard goes bouncing back towards short. The batter stepping in is Gomez, a left-hand hitter. He's not rated as a very good hitter. He's the Yankee pitcher. Fielding behind first. Whitehead's pulled up rather close around second. Now the pitch is swung on. It's a line drive over Bartell's head on the left. A well-hit ball. Powell is rounding third, coming in. Lazzeri holds at second. And Powell scores. The Yankees go ahead 4-2. As Gomez is tossing up the experts with his hitting so far in the World Series. Had anyone told you before the series started that Gomez would get as many as 2 blows, and that especially his second one would be hit right on the nose, well, you'd have laughed mightily. But now the Yankees are ahead 4-2, and pitcher Gomez drives it in himself. Gomez had 6 hits all through the regular pennant race. And now he has 2 hits so far in the series. So you never can tell about a baseball game. A sharp single on the left, which advanced Lazzeri to second and scored Powell from second base. And the Yankees are now ahead 4-2. And the batter is the top of the order, Crosetti. Swings on a curve. It's a high fly ball into short left center field. Hank Lieber's underneath it waiting now. The runners hold on. There's the catch. 2 men out. Crosetti has now gone to the plate 8 official times without getting a base hit. He has 7 hits so far. The batter is Red Rolfe, one of the outstanding players in the series. It was only by great base running by Red back in the 3rd inning that the Yankees got the run and broke the tie. Rolfe went from first to third on a hot single out to the left. Figured out for yourself the pitch. Rolfe takes inside, leaning back from it, ball 1. 4-2 in favor of the New York Yankees in the top half of the 4th inning. Fitzsimmons grimly looks around. Maybe it's beginning to tell on Freddie. He hasn't had the 2 days rest in coming back. The pitch. It's a curve over. Waist high. A beauty for Paul strike 1. 1-1. Goes to the Ross and back, tossed it away. The outfield's pulled around toward right, not very deep on Ross. But Ross, who usually is up there choking that bat, is now getting it way down by the knob. He swings to the curve. It's a high foul, up and back. Mancuso comes hustling back, but he doesn't get to it. Cue ball put in play. By way of third baseman Jackson. He's busily rubbing it up. Baseballs have certainly had pitchers pay a great deal of attention to them in this series. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ross to the batter, left-hand hitter. Lazzeri leading off second. Gomez off first. Infield back to the Giants. Outfield toward right. Sharply so. Fitzsimmons delivers. Outside. And Mancuso throws down to second base, but it's not in time. Gehrig coming back in. The throw went to Bartell. There's one thing you can say about Mancuso in this series. He has not hesitated, regardless of the pressure or of the situation, to try and pick men off of the bases. And he's tried at all bases. You know, that's quite a gamble for a catcher to take. Because suppose he figures, what if I throw this ball away? Fitzsimmons delivers. It's a curve. Which is hit out to right center field. It's a base hit. It's in there. Lazzeri is coming around third to score. Gomez round second, goes to third, and makes it. Rolfe single. His 9th hit of the series, and his second this afternoon. And the Yankees are now ahead 5-2. The throw-in was cut off at second base by Bartell, and he dropped it, and the crowd roared, but it didn't make any difference. As Gomez would have made third standing up anyhow. A single by Rolfe. A well-hit pump backliner to right center field. The Yankees are now ahead 5-2, and the Giants are holding a confab around pitcher's mound, and it's going to be a relief hurler. Fitzsimmons is knocked out of the box here in the top of the fourth inning. From way out in right center field, where the Giants bullpen is, it looks to be Slick Castleman coming in. Just a moment. And the official announcer here at the park, over the PA, announces it to be Castleman. Castleman, who broke in 2 seasons ago with the Giants, coming up from Nashville, and had just a brilliant season. And then this past year, he had a very tough time getting started, but began to come into his own toward the close. A round of applause for Fitzsimmons. Stocky Fitzsimmons, we don't go with the expression that he's fat, because he's just about all man. He's just a big fellow, built in rather rotund proportion. He's now making that long, sad pilgrimage out across center field, heading for the clubhouse. The clubhouse is in deep center field. So whenever a pitcher is knocked out, he has to make that long march. It must to them hurt as bad as pulling teeth. Fitzsimmons stops a moment, talks to Lieber, Ott, and Moore, the outfielders, who gathered in center field. Time, of course, is being delayed as Castleman, a right-hander, who is getting ready to make his first appearance in this World Series, is warming up with Gus Manchester. Castleman, a 6-foot young right-hander. And Fitzsimmons, the sentimental hero of the World Series, the hard luck boy of this series, is now getting a tremendous ovation from those rabid baseball bugs who do not give you an ovation unless you really earn it, the bleacher right. They're leaning over, applauding Fitzsimmons. And stepping in the batter's box now is Joe DiMaggio. Yankee runners with 2 men out here in the top of the fourth at first and third. DiMaggio, right-hand hitter up. Castleman, a right-hand pitcher, delivers the fastball inside above the knees, ball 1. DiMaggio waiting. There's one blow this afternoon. Castleman pitches. DiMaggio swings and misses at a fast one. 1-1. The outfield on DiMaggio, around toward left, back deep. The infield, especially the left side, is deep. Gomez is conserving his energy. He's not running around prancing in third. He just takes about a 2.5-step lead and stands there and watches. The pitch swung on, peeled into right field, a fly ball that sends Ott back. Mel waits under it and takes it. And so ends the top of the fourth. And Castleman comes out and stops the Yankees, getting the one batter that he works to. 2 runs for the Rupert Rifles in the top half of the fourth inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. All singles, which sent Fitzsimmons to the showers. 2 men were left on. Fitzsimmons gave up 5 runs, all earned, 9 hits, struck out 1, and walked none in his 3 2/3 innings out there on the hill. And the pitcher now is Castleman. As we come into the last half of the fourth, the Giants, behind 3 runs, will have Travis Jackson leading off, then Castleman, the new pitcher, followed by the top of the order, Joe Moore. Gomez, who got off to a rather limping start in the first inning, has settled down. He allowed 2 runs on 2 hits and walked a couple of men in the first round. He walked about and allowed a hit, but no runs in the second. And in the third, he would have retired the Giants in order, but for an error by Rolfe. Rolfe's only miscue in the series. Gomez, the lanky left-hander, who is hoping this afternoon, on his second start in this World Series, to be credited with his second victory, and thus decide the series here today and pitch his ball club, the Yankees, into the championship of the world, to the crown vacated by the Detroit Tigers. Now the batter up is Travis Jackson, hitting right-handed. Gomez delivers. Jackson swinging, hits the hot one right to Lazzeri, who takes it on the second bounce, goes over to first to Gehrig, and that's all for Jackson. An easy out. Gomez so far has allowed 2 runs, both earned, coming in the first inning, and 2 hits. There's a pause for a moment. Castleman has not shown up at the plate as yet. There's nobody working in the Giant bullpen, so it'll be Castleman to hit for himself. And yes, here he is. Castleman bats right-handed. Outfield a little toward right. Gomez left-hander comes down with it. Outside, ball 1. The ball game is 5-2 in favor of the Yankees. The pitch. It's strike 1. A fastball clipping the outside corner at the knees. Castleman leans over, picks up a little dust, rubs his hands dry, doesn't choke that bat. He's a big husky-looking chap. 1 out, nobody on in the last fourth for Giants. The pitch is swung on. It is a hit out into right center field. Castleman on his first trip to the plate hits the 1-1 pitch for a sharp single. And that is hit number 4 off Gomez. Apparently the pitchers in his World Series must be disappointed outfielders, the way they're crowding that apple. With 1 out, Castleman singles into right center. And he's now at first base. Hit number 4 off Gomez. The batter now is Joe Moore, who started hitting in the World Series. And the sun is coming out brilliantly now. The pitch, Moore left-hand batter slugs deep out into right center field. Selkirk waits underneath it and makes the catch. Castleman, stationed halfway between first and second, retreats back to confab with Lou Gehrig. Now 2 away. The ball was hit well, but Selkirk was playing it perfectly. A little trouble pulling it down. The sun is beginning to come out very, very brightly. The skies were overcast at the start of the ball game, but they're now lightening up. The hitter is Dick Bartell. He's been walked both times today that he's been up against Gomez. He takes low inside for ball 1. Apparently Gomez finds Bartell a difficult target to pitch to. Wicked stand with that rather unorthodox stand, his forward foot right up against the plate. The pitch. That's a bunt down toward third. Ross comes in for it fast. The throw to first. It's not in time. Bartell beats it out neatly, dragging a bunt down toward third base. Well, not dragging, swinging a bunt toward third. Technically speaking, you only drag one when you pull it along the line in which you are running. That is toward first base. Bartell neatly pushes a bunt down toward third and beats it out. Ross had to come in and make one of those do-or-you-don't plays. He did it all right, but he did not have time. And now Castleman is at second on that infield single. Bartell's 7th hit in the series. He has more balls than the Giant. And Bill Terry is the batter. Left-hand hitter takes a curve to call strike 1. Terry has been to the plate 12 official times without getting a hit. He has 5 hits, but he has not hit in his last 12 official trips. The pitch, Terry swinging. It's a roller down to second. Lazzeri grabbed it to throw to Gehrig in time, and Terry's out for 5 steps. That ends the Giant threat in the last half of the 4th inning. In the last half of the 4th, no runs for the Giants, 2 hits, and 2 men left on. At the end of 4 innings, it is 5 runs earned, 9 hits and 1 error for the Yankees, 2 runs earned, 4 hits, and no errors for the Giants. At the end of 4 innings, 5-2, favor of the Yankees.
You'll want to inspect the selection of used cars being featured during Ford Dealer's nationwide October clearance sale of used cars. Your Ford dealer probably has just the car you've been looking for at a reasonable price. All right, Fred.
Thanks, Ty. And I believe inadvertently we stated that the Giants have but 4 hits off Gomez. Forgot to add in Bartell's bunt single down toward third. The Giants have 2 runs and 5 hits. The Yankees, 5 runs, 9 hits. Now Castleman, who came out to relieve, making his first appearance in the series when Fitzsimmons was belted out of the mound in the top of the 4th, came on with 2 men out and got DiMaggio, the only batter he faced, on a fly ball to Mel Ott, is now preparing for the 5th inning. Fine Castleman. The thing about this series so far that has impressed everyone has been the tenacity and the fight that is going on. The Giants, about to be badly discredited and badly beaten, braced yesterday, and in that hectic 10-inning struggle, won for themselves new faith in the eyes of their own fans and supporters. It was a great ball game yesterday, perhaps the most bitterly played so far. As far as having men on in scoring position, practically all of the time. Now Lou Gehrig is the hitter as we go into the 5th inning. Castleman delivers, and Gehrig takes a fast curve low. Ball 1. Outfield deep on Lou, of course. Down toward right. Whitehead is about one step closer toward first base than he usually plays. Castleman comes down with it. Gehrig swinging. It's a hot one that Terry picks up, runs for the bag, and beats Gehrig there unassisted. Bill Terry leaned over, very, very supple and pliable, almost over the right field foul line. A nice play for a first baseman on that hard smash by Gehrig. It was a ball almost identically such as Mel Ott got a double on in the first inning. Now it's 1 up and 1 gone. Gehrig retired by his opposing first baseman unassisted as we open the 5th. Batter is Dickey. Price has been up, and Price is flying out to Joe Moore. Pitch. Dickey swinging. It's a high foul. Up and back. Mancuso comes back. Doesn't get it. Came back, hitting the edge of the stand. The gust is leaving nothing to chance. Back on top of the plate. The outfield on Dickey plays him as more of a full hitter than any other Yankee. Shifted drastically toward right. Joe Moore, who's caught the 2 fly balls that Dickey's hit so far, has caught them almost in dead away center field. Pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Moore, the left fielder, way over. Sharp left center. Hank Lieber's over in right center. Mel Ott, thanks to that slanting wall that comes out, is in straightaway right. Dickey waiting. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Pitch is outside. Fast one that doesn't come down. Ball 2. 5-2. Favor of the Yankees. Yankees hitting top of the 5th. It's a great baseball afternoon now. Sun coming down very neatly. Gets just enough chill in the air to make it comfortable. Wear a coat. Pitch. It's a fast one grooved, and Dickey takes it for strike 2. 2-2. What wind there is this afternoon is blowing roughly from behind first base toward home plate. Behind second toward third. Pitch is a bouncer over the mound. Whitehead comes in fast. The throw to first in time. A nice play by Whitehead. A slow roller that bounded over the mound. Whitehead cut in to the infield grass. Another one of those duel you don't plays, and he did. It's the second such that he's completed successfully in the series. Dickey is out. Whitehead to Terry. The batter is Selkirk, who tripled in the second inning and threw out to Lieber in the 4th. 1-2. It's left-handed. See it toward right and deep. Selkirk picks inside. That one's close in on the fingers. Ball 1. Selkirk has 7 blows so far in the series. Twinkle toes. The Yankee partisans call him. Wait. The pitch. The curve. All strike 1. Hitting the inside corner. Waist high. 1-1. Getting to quiet for a moment. Selkirk standing out of the box. He walked out on the decision on that last pitch. Now giving his foul to the Yank. Gets in again. The firm strike hold. Leans over the plate. The delivery is a change of pace. Ball strike 2. Castleman with a neat change of pace down over the inside corner. He pulled the string on that one and slowed it down. And Selkirk walked out of the box. He didn't like the decision on that. These last 2 pitches have sharply clipped the inside corner, belt high. That's ball 1, strike 2. Castleman swinging stretch twice, now delivers. It's low outside. 2-2. So far, Castleman, technically in his 1-inning sojourn in relief, has not allowed a Yankee on. Set, 2 out to the top of the 5th. Delivery is swung on. It's a drive out toward right center. Lieber is getting underneath it and has it. A line drive caught in right center field by Hank Lieber. Castleman has now pitched 1 1/3 perfect relief innings. Nothing across for the Yankees in the top of the 5th. And the Giants come in still 3 runs behind for the last of the 5th. It is 5 runs for the Yankees, 2 for the Giants. And the Giants grimly know better than anyone else that if they do not win this ball game today, the series is over. In the last of the fifth, Hank Lieber will lead off. So far, out of 5 official trips to the plate in the series, he has not a hit. Twice he's received walks. We do not count his official times at bat. Then will come Mel Ott, who's doubled in the first inning. A sharp scorcher just inside first base, not along the right field foul line and into the corner, scored the 2 Giant runs. Ott hit that one with the bases loaded. After Ott, Gus Mancuso, who has 0 for 2 this afternoon. Lieber, Ott, and Mancuso up against Gomez. Gomez is steadily improving as he's going along. Hank Lieber swinging a couple of war clubs to make the one that he finally selects feel a little bit lighter. Big, blonde, bruising right-hander. To say he was quite a college fullback, he certainly looks the part. Right-hand hitter. The pitch to him, swung on and missed. The curve breaking down into a right-hand batter thrown by a left-hand pitcher waist high. Breaking on the inside. Lieber fell back from it, didn't get it. Strike 1. Last 2 very deep on Hank. Down toward left. Gomez comes down with it high. 1-1. I believe the hardest ball hit in this World Series was hit by Hank Lieber in that 18-4 debacle, but was caught by DiMaggio in deep center field. Lieber hits the foul straight back, and it's now 1-2. I wonder sometimes how ball players feel about playing in parks of different proportions, different dimensions. In one park, you hit a ball and almost tear the cover off of it, better than 460 feet, and you're out. Another park, you hit 1 200 feet, and it's a home run. The pitch is outside, doesn't get the corner. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gomez takes his time getting the sign from Dickey. Now he comes down with that left elbow. Foul, back onto the screen. Lieber going for that one. 2-2. Hank runs the end of his tongue around the edge of his lips. Lifts back into the stand following that foul. Now he takes his stance. Feet spread. Gomez pitches. Lieber takes high inside, and it's 3-2. First Giant up, last of the fifth. Things just going along very, very evenly, almost mechanically now at the moment. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lieber is out. And he twisted all the way around, almost wound up on himself when he did not connect. Gomez came down with a curve then for that 3-2 pitch. It's a great pitch if you can handle it. That is the first strikeout that Gomez has accomplished this afternoon. It's the second strikeout in the ball game. The batter is Mel Ott. Outfield gets around toward right on Mel. He hits out toward left field. It's into the second tier of the stands for a home run. Mel Ott does not pull one. He just hit it late, high into the second tier of the stands and straight away left field for a homer. The game is now 5 for the Yankees and 3 for the Giants. Mel Ott connecting for a home run. They were playing him as a pull hitter, but instead he went after one late and still got a hold of it. The first pitch to Gus Mancuso, a right-hand batter, is high outside for ball 1. Ott has now driven in all 3 of the Giant runs this afternoon. The pitch is outside to Mancuso. Ball 2. Missing very much, missing enough. Gomez stands there. The Giant fans now begin to try and rattle him. The pitch. Mancuso swinging, fouls it back on top of the stands behind home. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The outfield toward left on Mancuso. Ott doesn't hit a great deal toward left field, but he certainly kissed that one in the teeth into straightaway left field into the second tier of the stand. Gomez delivers. Mancuso swinging. It's a drive deep out into center. DiMaggio is back, now waiting, and has it. in deep center field, shading a little bit over toward left center. And it's 2 away, the last of the 5th. Brief conference between shortstop Crosetti, who's been the talker-upper so far this series. You can hear him jabbering away down at shortstop no matter where you are in the stand. And off the third baseman, pitcher Gomez. Now the 3 scatter, going to their different points of descent. The batter is Burgess Whitehead, who's had just 1 hit so far in all the series. Hooks his bat with a right-hand sticker, takes outside, shoulders, ball 1. After a little toward right, not very deep. Whitehead is noted for popping them just over the infield. Left-hander delivers. Whitehead swinging, hits it right back to the box. Gomez fields it on a big hop, throws over to first, and Whitehead is out before he's hardly out of his track. That was a hot one hit right back at Gomez. That's all for the last of the 5th inning. Nothing across for the Giants except that Mel Ott hammered one into the upper tier of the left field stands for a home run. 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on. And Gomez gets his first strikeout of the ballgame. At the end of 5 innings, it is 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for the Yankees. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Giants. To begin the 6th inning, Jake Powell is up. Haven't gotten him out today. He takes strike 1 as Castleman pours it over. Rather high on the inside. He has a total of 9 hits in the series. Castleman delivers. The fast one just above the knee for call strike 2. So far, the Yankees have not been able to do a thing with this youngster, Bartell Castleman. Making his first appearance in the series. He relieved Fitzsimmons in the 4th. Freddie couldn't go it any longer. Castleman set, swinging stretch, delivers. It swung on, hit, held by Mancuso for strike 3. And Castleman came out and stopped Jake Powell. And he stopped him the ignominious way. He struck him out. Jake just did kick that 3rd strike, but Mancuso's mitt wrapped right around the horsehide. Now the batter is Tony Lazzeri, who hasn't been stopped today. Takes a call strike. Around the knees on the outside. Outfield toward right on Tony. Right-hand hitter, took the bat. Lazzeri has 2 singles out of 2 tries. Takes inside, and it's 1-1. Castleman has a great deal of speed this afternoon. And he's using that speed to great advantage. The young right-hander is certainly pitching 2 spots. He's throwing that ball where he wants it. Mancuso is calling for it. Pitch is a low curve. Ball 2. 2-1. Lazzeri, a veteran of many and many a campaign, rated one of the brainiest of all ball players ever in the business. Chestnut crowd waiting. Castleman delivers. Lazzeri swinging, fouls it back onto the stand. 2-2. The one thing that I've noticed about Castleman is that he has not shown signs of nervousness in this World Series push. Working very businesslike. He delivers it in there, swung on and missed for strike 3. Well, I'll tell you, to come out and retire 6 men in a row, and those 6 men are the Yankees, in the very teeth of their batting order, is a pretty good job. But when you strike out Powell and Lazzeri, you're doing all right. And this young Castleman, without a show of nerves, is very coolly and cold-bloodedly working. He's doing a great job. Now the batter is Gomez, who has 1 hit this afternoon. Gomez takes inside, leaning back from ball 1. After a little toward left. Gomez, believe it or not, and we can prove it, has 2 hits in the series. The delivery is inside, and Gomez is hitting the dirt. Getting out of the way of that one. 2 balls and no strikes. Umpire Geisel, the American League staff, who is the umpire in chief this afternoon, working balls and strikes, walks out now and brushes off home plate. The rest of the arbiters, Major Kurtz of the National League at first, some of the American at second, Bierman of the National at third. Now let's see. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. The delivery is in there, swung on, foul back up onto the stand. Gomez was going for the fat one. He jumped on it, but he couldn't straighten it out. 2-1. 2 men out for the Yankees here in the top of the 6th. And the Yankees have been stopped cold. Not a man to first base since Castleman appeared on the scene. Delivery, it's in there, swung on, foul back on the netting. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The score, 5 runs for the Yankees, 3 for the Giants. Few balls put in, being rubbed up. Now Castleman very sturdily steps onto the hill. 2-2. Keep Gomez even with each other. The delivery, swung on and missed. And Gomez is struck out, going for Castleman around the fingers. And Castleman strikes out Powell, Lazzeri, and Gomez in order in the 6th, and he is getting a hand. Mel Castleman, a very tender years, in his extremely early 20s, has now worked 2 1/3 perfect innings of relief. And he looks out there on the mound just as cool and collected, and certainly as murderously efficient as Hubble in his best moment. Castleman is turning in a great relief job. It'll be Travis Jackson in the last of the 6th against Senor El Goofy, followed by Castleman, and then Joe Moore. The Giants coming in for the last of the 6th behind 2 runs. The Yankees leading 5-2-3. Travis Jackson up. He has 1 for 2 this afternoon, a total of 4 hits in the series. Hitting right-handed. Gomez left-handed in, high for ball 1. Jackson has dropped a couple of neat bunts toward third and beaten them out in the series, and Red Rolfe, remember, playing in pretty close to third, coming in on the pitches. Otherwise, the infield straight away, the outfield pulls toward left. Gomez is ready. Jackson in the crouch. Delivery. Jackson swinging. It's a high infield pop-up. Lazzeri coming halfway down toward first, underneath it, takes it. Only Lazzeri, halfway between first and second, takes Jackson's pop-up. 1 up and 1 away. Last of the 6th. The batter now is Castleman. The applause is rising as he comes walking to the plate. Castleman is up there ready. He's run up once in the series, once in the ball game today. He swings and misses the first pitch to him here on his 2nd visit. Strike 1. Shot a single out to right center field in the 4th inning. For the 2nd time. He's batting 1,000 any way he looks at himself, offensively and defensively. The pitch is low outside. 1-1. Up to toward right. The big gaping hole in the outer defense is left center. Powell, practically speaking, is in left field. DiMaggio is shaded sharply over toward right center. Infield straight away. Usual depth to pitch. Hits the plate and bounds off Dickey's left arm. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gomez, very slender. Trousers hips going to him halfway between the knees and the ankles. Stands there on the mound. The way he has the uniform on, he looks even slimmer than he is. There's some of those Giant fans again. Now the pitch. Swung on, hit right back to the middle. Gomez takes it, throws easily over to first to Gehrig, and that's all for Castleman. Bouncing out, pitch to first. 2 up and 2 out for the Giants. In the last of the 6th. The batter is Joe Moore. Joe this afternoon has 1 hit, single, first trip to the plate, out of 3 tries. He has a total of 5 blows in the Classic. Ball game is 5-3 in favor of the Yankees. If they hold any part of this lead, the series is over today. Joe Moore, left-hand hitter, chokes that bat about 2 inches. Gomez, left-hand pitcher, curves it away from the batter and down over the plate for ball strike 1. For the moment, it looks as though that ball was coming right at Moore's ribs, and it's both neatly down and in there. The fast one's inside. Moore got out of the way of that. 1-1. 2 out, bases empty, last of the 6th. Delivery. Swung on. Sorolla down to second base. Lazzeri has it cleanly. The throw over to first to Gehrig in plenty of time. Joe Moore is out. And the Giants, without getting a ball out of the infield, go down in order with nothing across at the end of the sixth inning. At the end of 6 rounds, it is 5 runs earned and 9 hits. All of that damage off Fitzsimmons for the Yankees. 12 for the Giants, 3 runs earned, and all 3 runs driven in by Mel Ott, and a total of a half a dozen blows. There's only 1 error in the ball game, off of the Yankees committing it. At the end of 6 innings, it is 5-3 favor of the Yankees. Castleman, who so far has pitched 2 1/3 perfect innings of relief, is about ready to take over for the 7th. And this is Red Barber bowing out of the picture now, and very happily turning the microphone over to the capable Pat Tyson of WWJ Detroit.
Thank you, Red. Ask your Ford dealer to show you his share of the 150,000 bargains being featured during Ford dealers' nationwide used car clearance sale. Late models of all the popular makes are priced to fit conservative budgets. Look in the classified section of your local newspaper for special bargains in R&G used cars. They are renewed and guaranteed. Well, shifting a little bit to the left, we now get into this microphone and go into 7th inning. The score 5-3 in favor of the Yankees. And the first man up is Frank Crosetti, right-hand hitter, and Castleman's first pitch cut that inside corner for a called strike. Crosetti has no hits and 3 times at bat. In this 6th game of the World Series, the arm goes up for the next pitch, and Frank fouls one off to his right. It's going into the stands out behind first base, strike 2. Makes the count 2-0. Waiting now until Gus Mancuso tosses the new ball out to Fidel Castleman, who's been doing a swell job of relief pitching here. The big chunky right-hander has certainly been fogging them through there. Starts his wind-up to nice free, easy motion, and it's a curve breaking low and outside, ball 1. The count 2 strikes and 1 ball. Crosetti leading off in the 7th. 5-3 in favor of the Yankees. The next pitch. Crosetti pops a pitch, rolls it slowly toward Church. Bartell comes in with a one-hand out. Great play. Crosetti and umpire Major Church arguing down there at first base. Crowd is roaring. They're still arguing, but that will get Crosetti nothing. And it was the greatest fielding play by the infielders in the series. The top pitch was bounding slowly toward shortstop. Bartell had to come in very fast, picked it up on the edge of the grass with his meat hand, and while in the air, threw to first base just ahead of the runner. 1 man out. Red Rolfe with 2 hits in 3 times as bad as now up. The crowd is still murmuring over that play of shortstop Dick Bartell. It was what goes down in my little black book as a dilly. Here's the first pitch to Red, a left-hand hitter. Fastball outside. Letter high, ball 1. Hear that crowd still murmuring over that play of Bartell. Castleman gets ready. There's the windup. Here's the pitch. Rolfe cuts one on the ground to the right of second base, and it's out there for a single into right center field. Burgess Whitehead made a great try for it, but the ball was cut off to his right, too far down there for him to get in front of it, and it's the 3rd hit for the Dartmouth alumnus Red Rolfe. 3 singles. He has hit safely the last 3 times at bat, after grounding to Terry the first time up. And now Joe DiMaggio with 1 hit in 3 times up is up. That is the first Yankee to get on base since Castleman started pitching in the 4th inning. Toss to first, no dice. There's the stretch. Here's the pitch. DiMaggio fouls one into the dirt. Strike 1. 1 strike on Joseph. 1 man out due to a great play by shortstop Dick Bartell. And Rolfe is on first as the result of his single pass Whitehead. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly. He uppercut that one into short center field. Lieber coming far in for it, still coming, and he makes the catch about 60 feet behind second base. That was a rainmaker. Joe uppercut that pitch and hit an extremely high fly, which Lieber ran a country mile for to get in and make the catch. 2 men out. We were afraid he'd never get stopped till he banged into the screen here. He's a big man, and when he gets going, it's pretty hard to stop. 2 gone. And Lou Gehrig, who has gone hitless so far in this afternoon's contest, is the next hitter. Castleman pitching without a windup with a runner on first. Tosses one over there to Terry as Rolfe fades back without any trouble. 2 men gone. Rolfe on first. 5-3 in favor of the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Gehrig cuts a fastball to Burgess Whitehead, second baseman, taking it on the first hop and throwing him out of first. Was up to Whitey's left, steered it with his gloved hand, and tossed to Terry for an easy out at first. No run. 1 hit. No error. Crosetti, first up, was robbed of a hit by a great stop and throw by Dick Bartell, shortstop, coming in fast, taking the ball with his throwing hand and really throwing while in the air to retire him on a close play. Rolfe next got the first hit and the first man to get on base since Castleman started pitching in the 4th inning. DiMaggio hit a very high fly to short center field, Lieber making the put out, and then Gehrig grounded out second to first to end the Yankees half of the 7th inning. The score is still 5-3 in favor of the Yanks, and the first man up for the Giants is Dick Bartell, who has a perfect day so far with a pair of walks and a single. Dick steps in there. Right-hand hitter, you know. This series isn't over by any means, despite the fact that the Yanks are enjoying a 2-run lead here in the 7th inning. Most anything can happen, so don't go away. The first pitch to Bartell, a called strike. Gomez broke a curve in there, belt high. Dick steps out of the batter's box, hesitates a minute. He's getting a bit of sign language from first base coach Adolph Lukey. Dick steps back in there again, waving his bat at Gomez. Here's the pitch. He hits one on the ground just inside third base. Going out into the left field corner. Bartell is rounding first and goes into second, standing up before Jake Powell and gets the ball back into the infield. This drive of Bartell's just skinned the inside corner of third base bag. Rolfe dived for the ball, but could not get in front of it, and it went on out along the line against the barrier out in left field. And that gives Bartell, keeps up his perfect day, 2 walks, a single and a double. Bill Terry is up and hit the first pitch. DiMaggio allowed the hit to get through him, and Terry pulls up at second. 5-4 in favor of the Yankees. It's a single for Terry and an error charge to Joe DiMaggio in center field, who allowed the hit to get through him and permitted Terry to take an extra base. Any other player on the Giants team could have gone to third on that. But as you all know, manager Terry has been playing this game under a very severe handicap of a bad knee. He's a game sure to be, well, to even be in this series. 5-4 now in favor of the Yankees. The tying run is on second base. Nobody out. The 7th inning, and old man pandemonium is dancing around here in the Polo Grounds. Listen to the lads and lassies roaring. Next man up is Lieber. He bunts Powell along third baseline. Hank has had a tough time in the games he's been in this series. He's had no hits to date. One strike on Lieber. Most anything can happen, as I told you when I started in here, and at ball games, most anything does happen. Lou Gehrig playing in on the grass for a bunt. Red Rolfe is anchored on third to try for a force play on the slow-moving Terry. Here's the pitch. It's inside and low. Ball one. And the count is 1-1 on Lieber. Frankie Crosetti is keeping Terry anchored right close to second. Here's the next pitch, and the bunt is along third baseline. It's a perfect sacrifice. The play is Rolfe to Lazzeri. A perfect sacrifice by Lieber, advancing Terry to third with the tying run. There is one man out. And a gent by the name of Mel Ott, who has doubled and homered in 3 times at bat in this game. Left-hand batter is next up. Melvin drove in the first 2 runs in that first inning with his double, and then came across with his home run in the 5th inning to score the 3rd giant run. In fact, up until the time Mr. Bartell opened this inning with a double, and Mr. Terry collaborated with a single, and Joe DiMaggio obliged with a boot out there. Mr. Ott had taken charge of all the giant runs scored so far. He's in there and walked, filling the bases. Mark Koenig, also swinging from the wrong side of the plate, went up to hit for Jackson and took a called third strike. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. The score remains 5-4 in favor of the Yankees as they come to bat in the 8th. The Giants have had 10 men left on base so far today, while the Yanks have had but 5 stranded, just half that number. Now we're going to have a patched-up lineup. Did you get it for Warren while I was doing that? Mark Koenig is playing second, and Mayo, M-A-Y-O, playing third. Koenig at second, Mayo at third. 5-4 in favor of the Yankees. Playing third, Koenig playing second, Danning catching, and Ripple playing center field. Mayo at third, Koenig at second, Danning is catching, and Ripple playing center field. First man up is Bill Dickey, and the first pitch a called strike. The next one is a little low, over the plate but a little low, ball one. And Clydell Castleman doesn't like the way that last pitch was called. Count is 1-1. He's pitched a great job of relief, too. There's the windup, and the next pitch to Dickey is a called strike as the ball shot off the outside corner to a left-hand hitter. Knee-high pitch. Castleman gets a bit of rosin on his fingertips. Steps softly out there around the mound. He's ready to go. He's on the rubber. Here's the pitch. It's inside and low. Ball 2. 2-2. Dickey has gone hitless in 3 times today. 5-4 in favor of the Yankees. Opening of the 8th inning. There's the motion. And the pitch is outside. A fastball. Bell 5, ball 3. And manager Bill Terry walks over to talk to Castleman a moment before the next pitch is delivered. go now. There's the windup, and here's the pitch. It's outside, ball 4. Bill Dickey, opening the 8th inning, got on base for the first time this afternoon, working Castleman for a pass. And that, incidentally, is the second Yankee to reach base since Castleman started pitching in the 4th inning, relieving that Freddie Fitzsimmons. Next man up, Twinkle Toes George Selkirk. A triple in 3 times at bat. He flied out to deep right center field on 2 other occasions. Castleman takes his stretch. He's ready. Here's the clutch. Selkirk bounds one past Terry and one out into right field. Dickey is rounding second. Now he comes back as Mel Ott comes in the ball fast and heaves it in to Dick Bartell there at shortstop, cutting off any chance for Dickey to advance further than second. A single for Selkirk. His second hit in 4 times at bat this afternoon, and this brings up juggernaut Jakey Powell, who homered in the 2nd inning, singled in the 4th, and was one of the 3 who struck out in the 6th. And Castleman was bearing down there and with Powell, Lazzeri, and Gomez in order. Jakey's a right-hand batter, as most of you know by this time, and likes to stand in there and take his cut. 2 on and none out. 5-4 in favor of the Yankees. There's the stretch. It's a strike called. A knee-high pitch. 1 strike on Powell. They rather expect him to bunt in there. Terry playing in on the grass. Castleman takes his stretch, and the next pitch is a bunted foul, pop foul. Eddie Mayo coming over fast, but can't get in front of it in time. It drops to the ground for the 2nd strike. 2-0. Umpire Harry Geisel renovating the plate a bit. First day we were out here, they had to use a sponge to get the plate clean. Today, everything's nice and dry down there. Count is 2 strikes to nothing on Jakey Powell. Dickey on second. Selkirk on first. Here it comes. It's strike 3 called. A knee-high pitch. And Harry Danning, catcher, is talking things up there, giving Castleman a lot of encouragement to strike out Powell in this clutch. The pitch right in across his knees. And now there's 1 man down with Tony Lazzeri up. Tony has had 2 singles in 3 times at bat. There's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Lazzeri bounces one through the box, out into center field. Here comes Dickey home with a 6th run. And although center fielder Ripple momentarily fumbled the ball out there, Selkirk did not attempt to advance beyond second base. Another hit for Lazzeri, 3 out of 4, sending Dickey scampering across with a 6th Yankee run of the game, and the score is 6-4 in favor of the American League contenders for this World Series honor. Now Johnny Murphy is up. First time John has been to bat. Senor Gomez, before leaving the game, had 1 hit in 3 times at bat, which gave him a total of 2 for the series, which is much better than Lefty usually does throughout the whole season. There's the stretch. 1 man out. Murphy fouls one in the dirt. It bounces up and hits him, and then sort of dribbles out toward third base. Just a strike. Giants passing the ball around that remade infield. With Mayo at third, and Koenig at second. Castleman is ready. There's the stretch. And the next pitch to Murphy is fouled back here. Johnny bats him as he throws him right-handed. And the count is now 2 strikes and nothing. 2-0. Castleman tosses the rosin bag away after giving this new ball a bit of treatment. Throws the rubber and gets the sign from Harry Danning, his catcher. There's the stretch. And the pitch to Murphy is a fastball right through the middle for a called third strike. And that one was in there. Fast one right through between the knees and the belt. 2 men out. Both of them strikeout victims. 2 men on. The score 6-4. In favor of the Yankees. Frankie Crosetti, who has gone hitless in 4 times at bat today. Of course, it took a bit of magic on the part of Dick Bartell to throw him out the last time up. The pitch is high inside to a right-hand hitter. Ball 1. Castleman tossing that ball in for umpire Geisel to exchange it for a new one. You know one thing about these pitchers, they never have to keep the article. If they don't want it, they can return it and receive a substitute. Of course, you can't get your money back, and you can't get a pitch back if you pitch in there wrongly and someone hammers into the upper deck. There's the stretch. It's a foul along the ground, out around third base, going over against the field boxes there, being retrieved by third base coach Artie Fletcher. And the count is 1-1 to Crosetti. Selkirk is on second, and Lazzeri is on first. There are 2 men out. It's the 8th inning, and the score is 6-4 in favor of the Yankees. Castleman gets the sign. There's the stretch, and the pitch is low and inside. Crosetti backing away. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. Side gets the sign. Danning comes up out of the crouch. Here's the pitch. Fast one a little high. Ball 3. 3-1. He had that one over, but it was too high. Been a good strike on Bill Dickey. But Crosetti is not quite so high as Williams. 3-1. Castleman gets the sign. There's the stretch. 2 men out. Here's the pitch. It's a hook outside. Ball 4, filling the bases. Bases loaded. 2 men are out. Red Rolfe, left-hand hitter who has singled safely the last 3 times at bat after grounding to Terry the first time at bat. 3 men on, 2 men out, 6-4 in favor of the Yankees. Not the Connecticut Yankees, but Joe McCarthy's California Yankees. DiMaggio, Crosetti, and Lazzeri. Here's the picture. Selkirk on third, Lazzeri on second, and Crosetti on first. A called strike on Rolfe. Castleman clipping the outside corner with a knee-high pitch. Try to adjust the cap a little more securely. Rosinates his fingertips and gets back up on there, looking in for the sign. He starts his wind-up, working with a full motion. It's a long drive out right field. Ott is fading back against the wall there and has it for the put-out. One run. An awful lot of people got on base that time for 1 run. 2 hits. A couple of bases on balls. 2 strikeouts. 3 men left. Dickey first up, drew a pass, and Selkirk singled. Bill stopping at second. Powell struck out, called out on strike. Lazzeri singled to center, popping one right over Castleman's head. And Dickey scored with Selkirk pulling up at second. Murphy fanned. Crosetti walked, filling the bases, and Rolfe ended the inning with a high fly to Mel Ott out near the wall in right field. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And the score is 6-4 in favor of the Yankees as the Giants, the home club today, come to bat in the 8th. Joe Davis, right-hand batter, one of the reserve outfielders for the Giants, is going to bat for Slick Castleman. And the first pitch, a high fly in left field. Jakey Powell is circling under it, waiting for it to come down, and has it. Davis batting for Castleman, opening the eighth for the Giants. Slide to Jake Powell in left field, an easy chance. Get plenty of room to 20 high. Next man up, Joe Moore. Single the first time at bat, has not gotten on since. And the first pitch, a ball, a little low. And Murphy is ready. He starts winding. Here's the pitch. There goes a high, long one out right field way. It's up against the top and dropping down into the field again, but it's a home run. He hit the top deck, above the top deck seat, up on the roof. And was out there, about 350 feet, and then way up high. I would say that's at least 60 feet high. And the Giants are still in this ball game with a score 6-5 in favor of the Yankees. Mr. Moore really tagged that one. Here's Dick Bartell up with a perfect day so far. 2 walks, a single, and a double. And the first pitch, a ball. This has been by far the most exciting game of the entire series. Everything is happening. Bartell raised a high fly to the infield. Tony Lazzeri is coming in on the grass near the pitcher's box. He squeezes it for the putout. 2 men out. Nobody on. And manager Bill Terry is up. Bill has 1 hit in 3 times at bat in this game. Murphy starts his windup, and the first pitch to Terry is a ground ball to Lazzeri. Tony comes up with it and throws to Gehrig for the out at first. 1 run, 1 hit, no error. Kiddo Davis batted for Castleman and flied to Powell in left. Joe Moore hit a home run off the roof out in right field. Bartell popped to Lazzeri, and Lazzeri tossed out Terry. The score at the end of the 8th, 6-5 in favor of the Yankees. A new standard of value in the medium price field will be established this Saturday when the Lincoln Zephyr for 1937 goes on display. This V-type 12-cylinder car that is years ahead offers you new beauty, new comfort, and new performance. Dick Coffman, tall blonde right-hander, is now the 3rd Giant pitcher to see service in this ball game. Joe DiMaggio, the first one to face Coffman, hit the foul into the dirt, which bounded up and hit him, and then caromed out halfway to the pitcher's box. Strike 1. Strike on DiMaggio. Joe's had 1 hit and 4 times at bat. And here's the next pitch. A bounder to third is past Eddie Mayo out into left field for a base hit. Joe Moore hustling the ball in, and DiMaggio is on first as a result of a single flash past Eddie Mayo, now playing third base for the Giants. Joe's second hit of the afternoon. 2 and 5. Lou Gehrig, no hits and 4 times at bat, is up. before today's game, well, take these 4. We can add 4 to 19, get about 23. Lewis had 6 hits and 23 times at bat. Coffman throws the rubber, pitching without a windup. A slow curve inside, ball 1. Dick looks around to see that Mel Ott is out there hanging on the barrier in deep right field or getting ready to pitch this next one. Hard to see Mel. He's right in the background of the wall. Ball low. Outside. 2-0. Out there against one of those white painted signs. Ott should wear a black uniform, and we could spot him. Now it's 2-0 on Gehrig. DiMaggio taking a bit of a lead off first. Here's the pitch. Gehrig lines the hit past Gehrig out in the right field. DiMaggio on his way to third and goes into third standing up. Ott hustles the ball in. Gehrig dived for that drive, but couldn't get in front of it, and it sent DiMaggio to third. Gehrig's first hit of the afternoon. Third and first occupied. Nobody out in the ninth. The score 6-5 in favor of the Yankees, and Bill Dickey is the next batter. Will has had no hits in 3 times at bat. He walked the last time up and moved to score. A bit of a huddle out there around the pitcher's box. Manager Terry slowly walks over toward first base. And out in the bullpen we see Harry Gumbert warming up. Another right-hander for the Giants. They're showering Harry out there with torn up newspapers. It looks as though he were in the midst of a snowstorm. But Coffman is ready now to pitch to Dickey. So let's get back a little closer. All right, there's the stretch. It's a low ball, ball 1. Danning blocking nicely, keeping it from getting past him, which would have permitted the runner on third to come home, Mr. DiMaggio. 1 ball. Coffman works slowly. He isn't in what one would, position one would really relish. Nobody out. Runners on third and first. A smash to Terry. He's got DiMaggio dropped off third. And goal was out. Had Danning held onto the ball. But he slid across the plate, knocking the ball out of Danning's hand. And Terry's fine play on that bounder was wasted. DiMaggio scored from third with a bounder hit right at Terry, who had DiMaggio blocked off between third and the plate. And when he heaved the ball in here, DiMaggio hit Danning and it squirted out of his hand, giving Joe a chance to score. Gehrig to move to third, and Dickey to second on the error. Danning is charged with the error. Danning the catcher. DiMaggio scoring, making it 7-5 in favor of the Yankees. And now with George Selkirk up, he is given an intentional pass. Ball 1. Ball 2. Dickey's time at bat as a fielder's choice, and charged Danning with an error on permitting Terry's throw to get away from him when DiMaggio scored. Ball 4. Now the bases are loaded with nobody out, and Jake Powell is up. Pitch to Powell is a little high. Ball 1. Gehrig is on third. Dickey is on second. Selkirk is on first. There's nobody out. There's the windup. And it's a swinging strike. Jakey's fishing for a curve that broke away from him. One strike and one ball. Coffman takes his time. The infield is pinched in for a forced play at the plate. It's a smash to shortstop. And right through Bartell's legs into left field. Gehrig has scored. Dickey is following him across. Selkirk slides into third. And Powell takes second on the throw. The boot. We'll give it to you in a minute. It's a hit. The ball, the scorer ruling that with the infield pinched in as closely as they were to the grass, the ball was hit entirely too fast for Bartell to get his hands down in time to make the play. Scored as a hit for Powell, which scored Gehrig and Dickey. Selkirk went to third, and Powell took second on the throw to third. Credit Jake with a single. So he's had two singles, a home run, and a stand twice in this game. There's nobody out. And Jake has also knocked in 4 of these runs, which now must be about 9. Well, 9 is right. That's remarkable. There's a conference out there, and it looks as though Coffman were through. And Harry Gumbert, who's been warming up out there, coming in. And they're going to give Lazzeri an intentional pass. Ball 1, ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4. And Danning left a throw down to third on that fourth one, but Selkirk was very much alive. Well, the bases are loaded again. And up comes toward him Johnny Murphy. Right-hand batter. Johnny fanned the only time he's hit today. And again the infield pinched in for this forced play at the plate. And there's a single right through the drawing infield. Here comes Selkirk. And the throw to the plate holds Powell on third. The bases are loaded. Selkirk scoring on this single to right field through the drawn-in infield. Had the infield been playing the regular position that they take, it would have been a comparatively easy chance for Mark Koenig, the second baseman. But he was drawn in too far and had no chance to fade up toward first base for a play on this ground ball. Gives Murphy a hit and runs the score just doubled now. 10-5. And Crosetti, 8th man to bat in this round, is up. Right around. High, ball 1. Coach Artie Fletcher is doing quite a bit of adagio dancing down there at third base for a man of his years. The Yanks are quite happy at the present time. Some of them probably figuring on what to do with that $7,000 or a little better. Ball 2. Outside. Count is 2-0. 3 men on. Nobody out in this 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3-0. Powell is on third. Lazzeri is on second. And Murphy is on first. And the count is 3-0 to Crosetti. The next pitch is right down the alley. That nothing ball for a called strike. 3-1. Crosetti waves his bat. Gumbert, the arm goes up for the pitch. And it's ball 4. Crosetti walking, forcing in. Powell with the 11th. Yankee run. The fifth of this inning. The bases are still loaded. And Rolfe comes up, the ninth man to bat in this inning. The first pitch to Red is in there. A called strike, belt high. Drop forth a roar from the crowd. Red has 3 hits in 5 times at bat. All singles. Ball strike 2. Swinging on top of the low breaking curve, just picking it into Harry Danning's mitt. The count is 2-0. Gumbert starts his windup, and the next pitch is hit on the ground at shortstop. Bartell to Gehrig at second, forcing Crosetti for the first out of this inning. While, of course, the runner on third, which happened to be Tony Lazzeri, scampered home, and Murphy moved over to third. 6 runs in this inning with 1 man out. The score is 12-5 in favor of the Yankees. And DiMaggio up for the second time, fouls along first baseline, the third baseline, strike 1. Rolfe is on first. Murphy is on third. 1 man out. Sort of running out of white paper here in the little blocks of the scorecard designating the 9th frame. There's the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a bounder between third and shortstop. A great get on the part of shortstop Dick Bartell. He made a play at second base, but no chance to get the runner coming in there. In fact, it was remarkable that he got his hand on the ball at all. His bare hand, he was fading over fast toward third, and the runner on third, Murphy, scored, while Rolfe is safe at second, and DiMaggio has another hit. 2 in this inning. Runners on second and first with 1 man out, and Gehrig is up. Gehrig got his first hit in this game, the first time at bat in this round. First pitch is strike. Dick Bartell has made 2 swell fielding plays today. One he got Crosetti at first on in the earlier stages of the game, and this one he kept from going through out into left field. Gehrig drives one into the stands in right field, foul. Second base, but no chance to get the runner coming in there. In fact, it was remarkable that he got his hand on the ball at all. His bare hand, he was fading over fast toward third, and the runner on third, Murphy, scored, while Rolfe is safe at second, and DiMaggio has another hit. 2 in this inning. Runners on second and first with 1 man out, and Gehrig is up. Gehrig got his first hit in this game, the first time at bat in this round. First pitch is strike. Dick Bartell has made 2 swell fielding plays today. One he got Crosetti at first on in the earlier stages of the game, and this one he kept from going through out into left field. Gehrig drives one into the stands in right field, foul. A lot of the boys and girls thought it was a home run. It wasn't fouled by very much, but umpire George Majorkirk out there along that foul line in right waved his hand toward the stands and bent over, touching the ground, designating it's just a long strike, Lou. So Gehrig is coming back. That wasn't fouled by a whole lot. I would say probably cut in there from the angle where I'm sitting, somewhere around probably 10 feet, wasn't Warren? Kind of hard to see from this angle. We've got a better shot along the third base line than the right field line. Here's the pitch, outside. Ball 2, and the count is 2-2. second, DiMaggio on first, and the count is 2-2 on Gehrig. There's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-2. The score is 13-5 in favor of the Yankees. And the series is 3-2 in favor of the Yankees. This may be the last game of the series. Both runners away on that pitch, but it was outside, ball 4, and they pulled up and just jogged into third and second. Now the bases are loaded again with Rolfe on third, DiMaggio on second, Gehrig on first, and Bill Dickey, who has first, Crosetti at second, for the only out of this inning so far, is the batter. Three on, 1 out. There's the windup. It's a fastball, knee-high for a called strike. The arm goes up for the next pitch. It's a called strike number 2. Belt-high pitch on the inside corner. Dickey fell away from that pitch. Didn't seem to like it being called a strike. Count is 2-0. But what batter does like a strike called on him? That's natural, human nature. You like those bingos up there. So would you if that were your business in life. Count is 2-0. Here's the windup for the next pitch. It's a swinging strike going for a low breaking curve for the second out of this inning. 2 men out, 3 men on, and Selkirk, who walked the first time at bat in this inning, is up. If Selkirk can deliver a long hit here, the Yankees can tie. In fact, they can really break the record for runs scored in 1 inning of the World Series, established by the Athletics against Joe McCarthy's Cubs in the 1929 series. It was a 10-run inning. And indebted to Warren Brown, our highlight commentator on this game, for that information. But we pass it along to you. The count on Selkirk is 1-1. We have 7 runs in here so far in this inning. And a swinging strike. George seems to be trying to break that record. Count is 2 strikes and 1 ball. Yep. Of course, he's the 13th man to bat this round. Here's the pitch. He drives one far out into center field. Ripple fading way back about close to 500 feet, makes the catch. And the record will not be equaled. George really rode that one, but he didn't pull it enough. 7 runs. Hits. All I can count. 3 bases on balls, 1 error, and 3 men left. What happened in that inning? It was quite an inning. DiMaggio opens with a single. Gehrig also single. Dickey hit to Terry, and when Danning dropped the throw to the plate, DiMaggio scored, and Bill was safe on the fielder's choice. Then Selkirk walked, Powell singled, Lazzeri walked, Murphy singled, Crosetti walked, and was forced at second by Rolfe. Up for the second time, DiMaggio singled again. Up for the second time, Gehrig walked. And up for the second time, Dickey fanned. Up for the second time, Selkirk ended the inning with the bases loaded with a long fly about 500 feet out there to Jim Ripple in deep center field. So with 7 runs in this inning, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 1 in the eighth, the score is 13-5 in favor of the Yankees. As the Giants come to bat in the 9th inning, Eddie Mayo is up. First time he's been at bat. Playing third base since Jackson got out of the game. And so far the count is 2 balls. Johnny Murphy has pitched 2 bad balls to Mayo. 2-0. There's a motion for the next pitch, and it's a called strike. Mayo is up there. He's a left-hand batter and evidently trying to work Murphy for a pass. He's going through a lot of calisthenics there with the old war club. Not standing in there ready to hit. Maybe he will now. With the count 2 balls and 1 strike. He does swing on that one. It's a foul ball to Red Rolfe. He's waiting for it in the coacher's box at third and has it. And as we told you in one of the earlier games, Warren Brown has been trying to figure out if Rolfe will not set a World Series record for catching foul balls. That is third baseman. And the way the Redhead's been going, we don't know what the record is or anything, but he certainly is making a lot of foul ball catches there off the third base bag. Mel Ott is up. Got a home run, a double, walked, and grounded out on a peculiar play, hitting a ball which Lefty Gomez deflected to Dick Bartell, who threw it over to Terry for the putout. The first pitch is a called strike. He cocks his front foot, but the pitch is low, ball 1. Is 1-1, 1 man out in the 9th. And the Yankees leading 13-5. Ott bangs a long high fly to left center field. DiMaggio and Powell both going for it. Joe pulls up and Jake Powell makes the catch. 2 men out. 1 more to go. I have 17 hits here for the Yankees. And the batter is Harry Danning. Right-hand hitter. The pitch, a strike called. And the next one. It's a long fly out right field way. It's going into the stands, foul in the upper deck. To Gehrig, he scoops it up, touches the bag for the third out, and the 1936 World Series is over. No runs, no hit, no error in the 9th. The final score, Yankees 13 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors. The Giants 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The broadcasts of all 6 games of the World Series have been sent to you with the compliments of the Ford Motor Company, Mr. Henry Ford, Mr. Edsel Ford, and the Ford and Lincoln Zephyr dealers of America. Now we transfer you from the stands here to the clubhouse where Tom Manning is ready to take it away and interview some of the players.
I'm in the dressing room of the Yankees now, and first I want to put Murphy on. Come on over and say hello to the world. The pitcher, the boy who went in there and relieved Lefty Gomez and pitched the last part of that game. Come on in, Murph.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to have been in the ball game and helped the Yankees win the pennant.
Get a big thrill out of that, did you, boy?
Sure did.
Well, here's Lefty Gomez, the boy that started the game this afternoon. Come on.
Howdy, folks. I'm very happy, and I'd like to say hello to my mother out the coast. I'll be home soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lefty. And here's Red Rolfe, the third baseman of the Yankees, who played a grand game. Come on in, Red.
Hello, everybody. We're mighty happy to finally knock them off.
What are you going to do with that dough, kid?
I want to say hello to everybody back home and thank everyone who sent me telegrams and letters of good wish.
Thanks a lot, Red. And here is perhaps one of the outstanding stars of the series, Jakey Powell, who came over from Washington. And what a game he played in the series. Come on in, Jake. Congratulations.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy I did my share. Hope my brother's listening, and hello to my sister.
That's what. Hey, Pat Malone, come on over here. Big Pat Malone.
I'm the happiest man in New York tonight. We win the series.
Pat, what are you going to do with that $7.5 grand, huh?
I'm going to give it to my wife and baby and tell her to put it away.
That's the stuff, boy. Monty Pearson pitched the grand game. Monty Pearson, come on in here.
Hello, folks. Boy, we really took them. Be home soon. Have the groceries ready.
All right, here's Art Fletcher, who's been coaching down in third. Come on in, Art.
Hello, Collinsville. What a series, and boy, what champions we are.
Hello, boy. Frankie Crosetti. Come here a minute, will you? Frank Crosetti, the folks out in the coast are all tuned in waiting for your voice. Come on in.
It was a great series, and I'm sure glad that it's all over with. The Giants were a good ball club, and we were lucky. We got the breaks, but I'm sure glad it's all over with, and I'll soon be home, Ma.
What are you going to do all winter, kid?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to take it easy the rest of the while, and I may do a little hunting.
Okay, Charlie Ruffing. Charlie, come here. My gosh, come over here, Charlie Ruffing.
Thanks, Tom. I'm glad we won. Boy, and I'm headed right for Hillsville, Illinois, right now. Thanks.
Well, hey, Lou Gehrig. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou Gehrig. Hey, Gehrig. Hey, Lou. Lou Gehrig, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be running away. Come on over.
Boy, what a series. Now, swell of us to win it.
Boy, I'm not saying very much. I'm going to get up the steps here if I can and get that Yankee catcher. Photographers, can I get by for a minute? Unloose that cord for just a minute. Hey, Bill. Will you use that cord just a second, please? Boy. We're going to get Bill Dickey if we have to break a leg in doing it. Wait just a second, will you? Bill, Tony Lazzeri first. The folks out in the coast, Tony.
Hello, everybody in San Francisco. Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. Won't be long now. I'll be home. Everybody's fine.
Tony, you played a grand game. You played a grand game for a long, long time, fellow. We hope you're in the American League and for a million years, fellow. Thanks. And here's the boy that's squatching there. Has been catching the shoots of every one of those pitchers on the Yankee team throughout the series. It's Bill Dickey, one of the greatest catchers at Upper Lake. Bill Dickey.
I'm sure glad we won, folks. Hello, Mother. How's everybody at home?
Bill, what are you going to do with that dough that you're going to get here? That $7.5 grand, boy.
Well, I think I'll buy my wife and my mother both a good present.
Well, that's pretty swell of you. Thanks a lot. Here's Johnny Broker. Johnny, you want to say something?
Hello, Lawrence. How's everything at home?
Everybody say hello now. Well, at least that's a swell thought. I'm trying to get down and get... Let me get over there. There's a yell from the Yankees. Yes, sir. Boy, are they having fun in this old Yankee dugout at the moment. Photographers, plenty of them. They're around here yelling and whooping it up and really having a time. Secretary. Where's the secretary? Come on over here. Come on, just a moment. Come on over here. Attaboy, Joe. And here is the manager, Joe McCarthy, on behalf of the entire world, through the networks of NBC. I shall congratulate Joe McCarthy for you. And here's old Bill Robinson. Bill, I'm going to let you introduce Joe McCarthy. Come on. Bill Robinson, the greatest dancer in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll have to tell the truth. I feel very happy today because, you know, Joe McCarthy and I worked on his farm, so you know the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is to tell you his own story, Joe McCarthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited I really don't know what to say. I certainly want to congratulate the Yankees for this great series, and I want to say that the Giants were a wonderful ball club and put up a very good fight all the way through. Thanks.
Joe, what was the outstanding play in the series?
Well, I couldn't tell you that, Tom. I really, there were so many good plays, it'd be pretty hard to pick up the outstanding play.
Joe, everybody at NBC wants to thank you for the swell courtesy that you've always given us. Congratulations, fellas.
I'm always glad.
And here's the sensational recruit of the year, Joe DiMaggio.
Hello, fans. Oh, Red Hoyer.
Come on, what are you going to do with that $7.5 grand? And tell us about how it feels to be in the first series. Come on.
I can't say. It's too great to say anything. I'm telling you, Red, it's the greatest thing in the world. I know we're going to be in many more, I hope.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe, and have a swell season. And this is Tom Manning saying goodbye for 36 and returning you once more to our main control point.
Back again in the NBC booth at the top of the Polo Grounds. This is Warren Brown speaking to you. The crowd is slowly filing out of the park.